The Mongolian steppe is a land of brutal extremes, scorching summers, bone-cracking winters, and a sky so vast it could swallow a man whole. It is here, in this ruthless wilderness, that a boy named Temujin was born, destined to carve his name into history with blood and steel. In the year 1162, beneath a sky split open by a lightning storm, Temujin entered the world clutching a blood clot in his tiny fist. To the Mongols, this was an omen, a sign that the child would grow to become a great warrior. But fate was not eager to make his path easy. Temujin's father, Yesugei, was a respected Khan, a leader of the Borjigin clan, feared and revered in equal measure. Yet, power among the Mongols was fragile, built on shifting alliances and the ever-present shadow of betrayal. One day, while traveling, Yesugei met a group of rival Tatars, and, following the steppe's sacred custom of hospitality, they shared food and drink. But treachery was in the air. The Tatars poisoned his meal, and the once mighty Khan staggered back to his people, fevered and dying. With his last breaths, he named Temujin as his heir. But the Mongols had little loyalty to a dead man's son. Power was won by strength, not inheritance. And so, the moment Yesugei's body turned cold, his allies turned colder. The Borjigin clan, seeing a fatherless child as a burden, abandoned Temujin, his mother Hoyalun, and his siblings to die on the frozen steppe. Yet fate had one more test for the boy who would be Khan. At the age of 15, Temujin was captured by a rival clan and made a slave. A wooden yoke was fastened around his neck, a symbol of humiliation. But chains could not hold him. One night, when his captors were distracted, he seized his moment, killing a guard and vanishing into the darkness. This was his first great victory, not won with an army, but with sheer will. He was no longer a nameless outcast. He was Temujin, a survivor, a hunter, and one day, the ruler of all Mongols. Hoyalun was no ordinary woman. She refused to let her children perish, teaching them how to hunt, fish, and survive on whatever the merciless land would provide. Temujin grew up not in a palace, but in hardship, learning that trust was fleeting, but strength was survival. As he grew, he became a hunter, not just of animals, but of opportunity. He studied the Mongols' way of war, the alliances they forged, and the betrayals that shattered them. He learned that the world was not given to the weak. It had to be taken. With nothing but his wits and his will, Temujin began gathering followers, men who had been cast aside, betrayed, and left for dead like him. They did not follow him because of noble blood. They followed him because he knew what it meant to suffer and to fight back. From the ashes of betrayal, a leader was rising. And soon, the world would tremble at his name.